A long time ago, in the rolling hills and deep forests of Enugu, there lived a king named Igwe Oba Naji, ruler of the mighty Udi kingdom. His palace was built with golden bricks and roofed with bronze, shining so brightly that birds mistook it for the sun. But the beauty of his palace was nothing compared to the darkness of his heart. King Oba Naji was greedy beyond imagination. He taxed his people heavily, demanded offerings from every harvest, and hoarded treasures deep beneath the palace. He believed the world owed him everything because he was chosen by the gods. No one dared challenge him until the sky itself had enough. Scene 1: The people's suffering. Farmers in Enugu cried in silence. Children went hungry. Elders wept at night. Every grain of yam, every drop of palm oil, every cow born had to be reported and taxed. The people prayed for deliverance, gathering at shrines carved into the ancient stones of the Enugu forest. The sky began to darken strangely each time King Oba ordered more taxes. Thunder grumbled even on sunny days. The clouds became thick and heavy, but no rain fell. Something unnatural stirred. One day, an old seer from the village of Opi came to the palace. Bent with age and holding a carved staff, she told the king, "The sky is angry. You have taken too much. Return what is not yours, or it will come to take you." King Oba laughed so hard, it echoed through the hills. Scene 2: The king's final feast. That very night, King Oba Naji threw the grandest feast Enugu had ever seen. While his people starved, roasted goat, fried plantain, pepper soup, and jollof rice were served to nobles. He raised his calabash of palm wine and shouted, "Let the sky come if it dares." As he spoke those words, a thunderbolt split the sky. The palace trembled. Plates shook. Fireflies scattered. The air became thick and strange as if the wind was holding its breath. The feast ended early. But the king, drunk and proud, stumbled to his treasure room to admire his wealth, unaware that the sky was watching. Scene 3: The wrath of the sky. At midnight, a massive whirlwind rose from the hills and hovered above the palace. Lightning danced in its heart. The sky cracked open not with rain but with sand and stones. A strange storm began to fall not from the clouds but from the sky's belly itself. The palace guards tried to flee, but the gates locked themselves. The storm didn't touch the villagers, only the palace. Then came a deafening voice, carried on thunder. "You buried the cries of your people beneath your greed. Now, be buried beneath your gold." The ground beneath the palace shook and split open. The earth swallowed the treasure room first, then the king's throne. Oba Naji screamed, but no one could help. The sky sent a final bolt of lightning, and the palace collapsed in on itself, burying the king alive, his gold melting around him. Scene 4: Peace returns to Enugu. By morning, the storm was gone. The sun rose softly, and the air was fresh as if the land had been cleansed. Where the palace once stood was a deep crater, overgrown with vines and flowers within days. Birds returned. Rain finally fell. The land began to heal. The people held a gathering under the sacred Irako tree and decided they would never again allow one man to hold all the wealth. They chose a council of elders, with a leader who would serve not rule. And so, the lesson of King Oba Naji was never forgotten. Ending moral: when the cries of the people reach the sky, even kings must answer.